Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about licensure as a travel social worker. I get this question all the time. So before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also follow me on Instagram. I'm pretty active on Instagram, so if you have any questions pertaining to this video or anything social work related, make sure you DM me on Instagram. Also follow me on Instagram as well. Like this video and also share with other people. So first thing first, you are likely gonna have to be licensed in the state that you travel to. Whether you need to be an LMSW or LCSW, I don't know. It depends on the hospital and the assignment. However, it is likely that you're going to have to be licensed in the state that you travel to, okay? I get that question a lot. Yes, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to be licensed, okay? So what the requirements are also varies on the state that you're traveling to. The licensing requirements for Washington State are completely polar opposite as what it took for me to get licensed in Georgia, DC, and New York, okay? Completely different. And yes, I'm licensed in 4 states now, yes I am. Okay, so I feel like I'm pretty qualified to talk about this. So, for example, okay, how to get licensed in Washington State? I just submitted an application and paid a fee. That's it. Didn't have to take no test or nothing. That's all I did. I think maybe I sent in some transcripts, I don't know. But it was very minimal work. A lot of people say it's hard to get licensed in Washington State. I don't have that experience. Whatever. To get licensed in Georgia, I had to get something notarized. I had to pay the fee. I had to take passport photos. Actually, that was for DC. Whatever the case may be, DC and Georgia had a lot of requirements. For New York State, I had to take like a child abuse class that I found online for free. And then I also just, you know, I had to take the exam, or I'm sorry, transfer my scores from my exam, send over my transcripts, etc. So what it takes for you to get licensed just depends on the state that you are applying to licensure for. If you have any specific questions about what you need to complete for licensure, typically the social work board or the licensing board will have a checklist of things you need to complete. Yes, it is sometimes very hard to navigate those sites and understand what these people are talking about. Yes, when you do reach out to the social work boards or licensing board, sometimes they are dragging their feet getting back to you. So I understand the frustration. Specifically as a travel social worker, travel social work is pretty new to most of these agencies, so the responsibility to know what it takes to get licensed is going to kind of fall on you. In addition to like the credentialing specialist that you're working with, your recruiter will probably know next to nothing about what it's going to take for you to get licensed. Let me just keep it real. And as travel social work grows as a field, I would only imagine that these recruiters and companies, agencies, will start to know more information about social work and what our licensing requirements are per state. But as of now, you don't have to do legwork. I'm sorry. And as far as like timing for licensure, it really just depends. And so specifically with traveling, I highly recommend getting licensed in the state that you're interested in traveling to before you start taking opportunities, because it can take quite some time to get licensed. Like for, I would say like Georgia, like I applied like in December for my license. I didn't get it until like April, but that is because I had to take the master's level exam. So it can take some time. So I, again, apply ahead of time for your license so you have it, so you can travel without having to worry about anything. I get this question a lot. There is no reciprocity. Some states offer like reciprocity. But across the board, typically there is no reciprocity for social work licensure. A lot of times it will offer licensure by endorsement, which is like the next best thing to reciprocity, but you have to apply. So what I did, I've done licensure by endorsement 3 times, or 2 times. So I got licensed in Georgia first, and then I applied for license by endorsement to DC. So I just sent over my master's level exam scores. I sent over my transcript, my verification of license from Georgia, and everything else they requested for DC. I did the same thing for New York. So I just pretty much transferred my license, my verification of licensure from the other states, my test scores, my transcripts. So you're kind of just transferring information that you already have to that board so you can get licensed. It costs a lot of money, which is why we as social workers really want reciprocity, which I know they are in the works of establishing, but we don't have it yet. So the other thing I recommend is to keep a spreadsheet or keep some type of tracking of all the licenses you have and the deadlines and the CEUs that you need to accrue in order to renew your license, or whatever other requirements you need to renew your license. Keep a spreadsheet or something of that. I use an Excel spreadsheet where I track my CEU hours that I have already earned. I list all the licenses I have, when they're going to expire. I put my license number there, how many CEUs I need, what specific CEUs I need to earn. Like for instance, in like DC, you have to have like some type of, you have to do like a COVID CEU, and there's like a major health issues or whatever CEU, and like LGBTQ CEU you have to do. So there's specific requirements within CEUs. So I make sure I put that information there so I know. And yeah, that's how I keep track of my licenses and when they're gonna expire and stuff like that. Another thing I want to say about travel social work is typically your agency will reimburse you for your license. Sometimes you're gonna have to ask for that. But even if you get licensed, let's say before you even apply to be a travel social worker, for example, let's say you applied to be licensed in Ohio, okay? And then 2 months after you got your license, you got a travel contract in Ohio. You can ask for your license to be reimbursed. The cost that you paid to be licensed, you can ask for that to be reimbursed. So that is the cost, the fees to the social work board, whatever cost you had to pay to like transfer stuff over or pay for your exam, whatever the case may be, you can get that reimbursed by your agency. So that is FYI, and it's good for y'all to know. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below or DM me on Instagram. I know a lot of people have been emailing me. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me. However, I'm gonna have to set a boundary. I don't reply to emails. I don't, unless my email is strictly for business opportunities only. So if you have a question, DM me on Instagram. It may not make sense to y'all, but it makes sense to me, and that's how I want to move forward with answering any questions that you guys have. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, like this video, and share it as well. So I'll see you next time. Bye y'all.